Alright, so it is July 23rd, and I get to do the first summer scouting trip of the year. I'm going to the turkey spot first, just because it's a place where I can go up and glass and do all that. Gonna try and scout out a couple areas on the other side of this road that's back behind me that's part of this public land piece that's here. Eventually, Cory, I think, is going to come join me up on the hill, and we're going to sit there and glass and try and see if we can spot up some bucks, see who's around, just kind of take a peek, just kind of enjoy being the first time out in the woods in almost 2 months. So, woohoo! So, last time I was at the spot was May 31st, turkey hunting with Cory. Doing some summer scouting for deer. This is one of my go-to spots to offer something different. And there's some nice bucks here. Speaking of nice bucks, on that turkey trip, Cory actually saw a really nice 8-point. Older buck, pretty sure state that I had been chasing on this plot all last fall. So it's good to see that most likely he lived. Ow. Made it through. So hopefully maybe he'll come out tonight. Just making my way up to the spot now. Try not to die. It's gotten really overgrown. What's interesting is I think last fall or last spring, the DEC had cut all this field right here. Did you see this back behind me? Had cut all that, tilled it, planted some stuff. In this field, a couple of the other fields that are here too. And now they're just kind of letting it grow. So it's really nice. Kind of like screening, covering stuff like that with the grasses. The wind right now is blowing like kind of across my face down into this little gully here. It's definitely an interesting place when it comes to wind. So one of the cool places is right back down in here. There's a gully, like it literally just drops the slopes right off into here. In May, last day of turkey season, when that buck came up, he came up from the gully, walked across up this little hip lip right here, over there, and was feeding. He was a horse. Big old deer. All right, made it to the top of the hill. Shit's overgrown. Common theme for the day. Got a whole bunch of shit in front of me, so I can't really sit down. I have to stand. Make this a little interesting, but view's still pretty. Still pretty. Gotta love it. Eating some trail mix, because that hike up was brutal. A little extra hard because of all the longer grass and shit. Kind of some fields that are down in front of me. Field way over there that I've been trying to spot. So, got plenty to watch. Plenty to watch. Alright. Been at the spot for a few minutes now. Blood sugar is pretty much good. I'm going to continue to snack. Cory's about on his way here. Basically, stand, glass with the binos. If you see anything, use the spotting scope. I'm going to try and get some spotting scope footage up here. If we see any nice bucks or anything, I'm going to try and get some phone scope stuff. Mosquitoes are abysmal. That's why my hood's up, just to kind of keep my ears protected from that. Once the sun kind of goes behind these trees, this is tree line back behind me. It's behind that tree line, we're going to be in some shade. About 7:15, 7:30, I'm thinking we're going to start seeing some deer. So, whoa. This is a buck. This is like 2 miles away from where my spot is, but it's a decent buck, young buck. Maybe about, he's got some width to him. And you can kind of see where that rack is. There you go. Probably about like a 6 or an 8. About 3 years old. 3 or 4. It's a big deer. This is on a hillside. It's a couple miles away from my spot, but first deer of the night. second buck. Younger buck. That's what it looks a bit. That's kind of cool. Sniffing the butt. Sniffing the butt, huh? Sniffing the butt. Gotta say, this is actually pretty cool. Being able to see these two bucks interact like this. Definitely see the difference in body size between the two. One on the right's definitely a younger deer. Maybe about a year and a half now. A year, be about a year and a half in the fall. Two. One on the left definitely is that 2 to 3 year old class, I think. I don't think just that old of a buck. But again, I'm trying to judge this through my freaking phone and a spotting scope on the highest magnification, and those deer are about a mile or two away. See if anybody else comes out to play. Must be some soybeans or something. It looks like it. A soybean field there. There's another deer back behind him. Maybe. Looking back behind him. What is that? Is it a yote? Oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's a coyote. That's a flipping coyote. Oh, this is cool. I wonder what they're gonna do here. So the coyote's right there, walking across, and they're just watching them. This is cool how it's the intimidation thing where they're sticking up their tails there, and because there's two of them, they're able to kind of muscle off the yote. That's kind of cool. That's a wild encounter right there. And they're gonna go back and do what they're normally been doing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut this video now. 7 minutes, but that was a cool encounter. Not gonna lie. All right, so those two bucks on that hillside, like right over here. So that was pretty cool. I'm able to watch from that far and actually get that cool interaction between the one buck, which was decent. The second buck came out, and then the yote popped out. So I'm gonna have to go back and relook at that footage and just see how that whole thing unfolded. That's the first time I've ever seen a coyote intermixing with like two deer like that, and then two deer actually walking up like that to kind of push them off. And they didn't spook. It kind of intimidated the yote kind of out of it. So that's pretty freaking cool. I can't wait for Cory to get up here for me to show him this. So I did a video on the review of all like my glassing stuff that I do. So spotting scopes right here, binos are in here, which is a little bit more of like I think as kind of Cory put it, like adapting like a Western style glassing techniques to hunting here in Western New York. And this is actually one of the few spots that literally all this that you see right here in this big field over here, all the, over there, it's all public land, part of this little public piece that we're on. Spent a lot of time hunting down in here doing like spot and stalk type stuff. Did one spot and stalk and failed at it last fall. So, but this is the spot that I typically try to use, utilize that glassing kind of technique for it. Especially here now, scouting here in July. It's a little early yet, but it's at least nice to just kind of see what the behavior is like. But I can come up to this high glassing top, this hill here, be able to glass all these fields. The one thing that kind of sucks is the one field right there, that one. That's the one I typically hunt. The deer like to use a lot of this side of the field to come across and actually travel back and forth across it. Sometimes I'll go in the middle of it, but for the most part they kind of come this far east end, this closest to me, which is a little bit defoliated, and there's a lot of thick overgrown trees and stuff like that. We're not obscuring my view of that, but if there's anyone that comes out into the field to feed and stuff like that or comes across, it'll be nice to be able to go and see that. But again, this is kind of the setup that I use, where I'm able to actually use my binoculars to spot the deer, then use the spotting scope to get a closer look. And I even take chances, and like you saw in the one clip with $2, so I'll actually go in glass, actually cross about a couple miles away just for fun. I just kind of hone my system and my techniques of being able to glass up deer with the binos, find them, and then get on the spot outing scope to get a better look at them and all, and just be able to watch deer from a different point of view. Granted, it's a different field, it's not here, but just kind of get a sense of what deer behavior is like and learn from them that way. So kind of putting it in context now, the Vortex review that I did, and kind of explaining the system and how you use it. There's some context for you. Wait for it. Look what the cat dragged in. Hi. Hello. You dead yet? Got super overgrown over the past whatever. What plant is that?
Hopefully not giant hogweed.
Well, then we're screwed. Well, I've been touching that.
Oh.
And in the sun, so my skin's still attached to my body, so we're good.
Okay.
You were gonna die.
We're gonna use a Google machine.
Google machine? All right. Had one doe come across not too long ago before you got here. She's just passing through.
That's good. Sorry, I'm very concerned for our safety.
I can see that.
It's really nice out, but when you walk up a hill through tall grass, it makes your body very warm.
Very warm. And you breathe a lot. And then you sweat a lot.
Yeah.
And the sweat attracts mosquitoes. And then,
I brought the bug spray.
okay. Still haven't seen shit.
No.
No. But
Got this though.
we got bug spray, so we got that down.
Important.
Sprayed my backy back. He's all sprayed up. He's
Yeah.
so cute. Look at that beard. He's so cute.
I'm growing up.
You're growing up. He called me dad. So anyway, we're gonna talk about, once we're done here, what we're gonna go back and eat. So Cory.
Yes. So I made, with the help of my aunt, she's the master of stroganoff. I made venison stroganoff, but instead of using regular ground venison, I used ground breakfast sausage and cream of mushroom soup, some sour cream to thicken it up, elbow noodles, and then I had some tenderloin. I cooked it rare on the grill, thin slice that, and then we put that in the stroganoff as well. Worcestershire sauce,
I can't wait.
garlic, onion powder. I have been skipping on regular onions lately because of stomach issues, but the onion powder does it for me. Sea salt, good stuff, good stuff.
That's good.
I also have venison taco meat at home as well. So traditional Mexican seasonings that you would use, so ground cumin, cayenne pepper. I skipped out on the red pepper because my mom, she don't like it. And,
You don't like it?
No, she don't like crushed red pepper. Onion powder in that, sea salt, and I put some artichoke in it, and some red pepper and green pepper, and quinoa. I love quinoa. I don't know why.
Because it's good. It's good.
But I mixed it with the meat. I skipped out on beans for dietary reasons. I'm not trying to be fat right now.
No.
And that's good stuff.
That is
Put a
good
little Valentina hot sauce on it,
Yeah.
and it is more than spicy.
More than spicy?
Yeah,
Is my butthole gonna hurt a little bit when it comes out?
that's possible.
Okay. As long as it tastes good. As long as it goes down
The
fine.
butthole or the taco?
The taco.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
Now you get to see the full epicness of what happens when we're together and we're hunting.
This
Nothing
is-
serious about this.
Yeah, we try and have fun.
We have fun. But when it's go time, it's go time.
Yeah, except duck hunting. We're
No.
terrible at duck hunting.
We're
'cause
awful.
We're just sitting there like
Making all kinds of racket
in the
sounds.
open, thinking our shiny camouflage is gonna work in dead reeds. We just sit there and joke around and see what kind of moose calls we can do on duck calls.
Or play the Star Spangled Banner with a fucking goose call.
It was only one time.
It was only one time. It actually worked though.
We also do dinosaur calls when
We
we're
do.
out. There's tons of great blue herons in this issue. I mean, in this area, which is an issue, is what I meant to say, but, you know, dyslexia.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, pretty much. the great blue herons sound like dinosaurs.
They kind of
And,
are. They're related.
Yeah, we're just waiting
Descendants.
for the Jurassic Park theme to start playing at
Well,
some point. when they
We
get
are in
there.
a place with a lot of long grass.
We
so-
should bring a bad recorder and play the Jurassic theme park on the recorder whenever the great blue herons fly, and just see what happens for science.
for science.
Just for science.
Just
bird
for science. For bird science. All the science.
Ornithology.
There's some gold in this clip right now. That's so good.
That's what happens.
I'm glad though.
Wake up from a night shift, chug a monster. Terrible for me, I know. And yeah, here I am.
Yep, here you are. See, here's the cool thing. I'm recording right now
I need an iPhone.
because of this little thing. It might be a buck. It's by himself, big body. Thinking that's a buck. See ya? It's over here to the right.
Yep.
There's one there, and then there's just a little bit back behind it. It's the other one. Pretty sure those have to be the same 2 bucks I saw before. Which is really cool. So that means a yote ran up on them. They intimidated the fuck out of the yote, drove it off. And they're just like, nope, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. That's cool. Again, 2 miles away.
Yeah.
Had one doe cross through this field right in front under me. Not to stop her feed, just passing through.
They barely show.
Oh.
Let them grow.
Yep, there it is. Alright, it's not quite a spike. I think it's going to be like a forky.
Okay.
Little antlers. Young deer. Young deer. Yeah, so that's the deer that cut across that main field there. It's about 1.5, going to be maybe 2. Judging by the way his body size is. I don't think he's that big. Side note, for those wondering if we're in danger of hogweed, we may be, we may not be. Cory's gone, oh fuck, and goes, we might be okay. So I believe this is a doe.
This looks like hogweed.
Yay. Screwed. Yeah, I think that's a doe. Might be little nubbies. I think that's a doe. Not sure though. Alright, so we're making our way down now. See like this plant right here? That one? We don't know exactly what it is. Cory thinks it's wild parsley, but it's still a photo. What do you call it?
Wild parsnip. Phototoxin.
It's a phototoxin, which means there still has a chance that our skin's gonna melt off our bodies.
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow, so yay. So 1 small buck, 1 doe, and 2 bucks about 2 miles away. So that was fun. So, military camouflage, Terra Humira backpack. It blends in pretty good, if I do say so myself. Your butt looks good though too. It's very woodsy.
Oh, what?
Your butt looks good.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's much smaller these days.
Get smaller these days. Well, work on your glutes, bro.
No.
You work at Planet
trying to
Fitness
make
now.
Trying to make it thin.
Trying to get thinner.
Yeah.
Trying to get all skinny.
Trying to get skinny, buddy.
But hey, for those of us that are watching at home, that view's pretty cool. Look straight ahead, like down the valley.
Pretty amazing out here.
Yep. Yep. Very pretty. Far west end of the Finger Lakes. That's where we are right now. The infamous turkey spot. I feel like I'm in that Gladiator movie. I feel like Russell Crowe right now. Hands going through the blades of grass.
Hands in the grass.
Hands in the grass. going into Elysium.
I feel like if I go blind, I'm gonna be deaf, dumb, and stupid.
I don't think you're stupid. So we're walking our way back out to the truck. Out in that field, there are 3 deer. Kind of spooked them a bit, but they calmed down. You smell that?
Yeah, I farted.
I don't smell that. I smell deer.
Oh,
A
I
little
thought
bit.
that was my fart.
Could be that. Well, I'm getting a whiff of that now too. The thermals are coming right from you, so thank you. I guess we're just gonna have to charge right through and just spook them and don't give a fuck. We did spook another buck though that was different. I don't think it was the same buck that we saw before. It might be, I don't know. But these 3 deer we didn't see before, so
Good times.
great times. Still gonna die from that whatever fucking plant. I just touched my fucking face. I'm gonna die.
I think probably.
We're gonna die. Gotta wrap this up. So back at the cars.
Yep.
How many deer did we see in that field? 5?
5.
5?
On that walkout.
5, just in a really small space too. At least
Yep.
1 buck.
Mm-hmm.
Loppy kind of buck, but that's
cool.
cool. A lot of deer around.
Yeah.
That's good.
A lot of small ones.
A lot of small ones. The big guy that we saw
Yeah.
last day at turkey season, I haven't seen him. Didn't see him yet. He's around though,
He'll be around. He
He'll
might
be
be
around.
out ranging.
probably. A lot of places for him to be.
Yep.
Around here. We try to cover as much ground as we can. There's more stuff back behind me across the road, so.
The issue is it's very thick right now. Lots of bugs. Lots of poisonous plants, apparently. So, yeah, good times. My
Great
eye feels funny.
My everything feels funny, so. That eye?
My left eye, yeah.
Yeah, the one you just raised.
Yeah.
Yep. Do that
I'm
again.
probably
Oh my god.
psyching myself out, but
He's a little psychosomatic. It's kind of.
I think so.
All right, so we're gonna go back to your house.
Yeah.
Your house.
Eat some food, drink some beer.
Yep.
Maybe
eat some
have
food.
a fire.
Have a fire. Drink some food. Drink some food. Eat some beer.
Unfortunately, the wood is soaked though, but we still have beer and stroganoff. So
It sounds good to me. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little vloggy, whatever, blah blah blah. So.